tonight. I'm just sitting around playing music. I'm bored. I can see very well. There's a boat on reef with a broken bow, and I can see it very well. It's a joke, and I know it very well. It's one that I told you long ago. Take my word, I'm a madman, don't you know? Once a fool played a good part in a play, and if it wasn't so, would I be here today? Think every little thing I say is funny. You make me weak. I'm on a down just now. You said we tried loving. So there's been a lot of talk on YouTube. They're using me for something. I don't know. Who they using? I don't know. Probably me. What are they doing? I have no idea. Probably cleaning somebody and giving me the thing. He said he would. But I'll tell you what, YouTube is just a disaster. And a lot of people now are taking it real, meaning taking it to the streets. They're not, people are fed up with it. I understand a lot of people are fed up with all this madness on YouTube and these channels and everything. And believe me, I know I unsubbed from a lot of channels. Just yeah, like I said, I unsubbed to a lot of channels. What are they doing to people? I don't know. What are we doing to ourselves by watching this stuff? I have no idea. But write down all the channels. This is what you do. You write down all the channels that you sub to. If you go into a chat and you start getting attacked or you actually feel your body changing or like something entering you, write down that channel and write down the people's names inside the chats or whatever. And people were like, yeah, that sounds like, an idea. It is happening, so I understand what some of these people are talking about. Is it witchery? Yeah, I would say it is. Is it sorcery or people trespass? I would say yes. A lot of people are saying, is it the tattooed people? Well, from what people are saying, probably is. It's like what the Bible said, that they would be marked. But why did they think it would be a computer chip? I have no idea. I don't know where they got that from out of the Bible. There's nothing in the Bible that talks that it'll be a computer chip implanted in somebody's body or something. It's exactly what the Bible spoke of. It will be engraved into their body or marked. And ago, and I was like, it's just, it keeps going on. It keeps the evil, the smoke. They all talk about, you don't want none of this smoke. You don't want me to send none of this. I'm like, what are these people doing? What are they sending people's cancer or whatever? I'm starting to believe these other countries around us now that are backing out and saying, no, we don't want nothing to do with America. And I can understand what they're talking about. It is evil. It will possess you. It'll make you mad if you watch it all day. And do I believe that people were drove to kill themselves on some of these channels? Yeah, I do. I think they were actually drove to kill themselves. That's why I'm calling them suicide channels. You're guaranteed to kill yourself if you listen to these people long enough. Some of these drama channels and these people, and even, a lot of people now are like, something's wrong with Uncle Ted. Well, I've noticed that too. he really wasn't too, he didn't speak about politics that much when he was back in the 70s. That whole stranglehold, Wang Dang, Sweet Putang era. You really just didn't hear him talking too much about politics. Uh, Whenever he was on TV, he talked about guns. But even guns will drive you nuts if you play with them. It's like a video game. If you play it, if people are asking what's going on with the younger generation. Well, they belong to a different period of time. We didn't have video games when we were younger, killing people 24/7. We grew up outside playing sports, riding dirt bikes and stuff like that, bicycles, and doing things. We weren't inside playing programming games. And YouTube has become like that. Some of these channels, if you're in there and it goes bad, and the next thing you know, I watch some of these ladies in these YouTube channels do nothing but complain for a full year. 6 months to a year. And the only thing I could say is, if I had a gun, I probably would have killed myself. Yeah, it is nuts. I do agree with people. What is it? I don't know. What are they doing? Maybe it is magic. Maybe it is witchery. Maybe it's, I don't know. I've seen some people go into them chats, and next thing you know, they start saying they're not feeling good. Something's wrong. And it's almost like something attacking me. Yeah, it's happened to me. What is it? I don't know. I don't know, probably who knows, witchery, the devil, sorcery, I don't know, could be. I wouldn't take a chance with it, though, meaning I would eliminate it, before they put a spell on all of America. I don't watch too much paranormal stuff. I don't do it. I don't talk to spirits or anything. I do what the Bible says: cast them out and tell them to go away, go to the light, to the other side. I don't have a communication with some of these people that are on these channels and claim that they talk to spirits and everything. I was like, oh God, there ain't. The Bible says don't talk to spirits. Yeah. I don't know. Witchery, sorcery. It could be. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. People, the devil. It could be the devil. I don't know. If anybody knows, leave a comment. But I think it should be dealt with before somebody ends up killing somebody or killing themselves. I say if they're trespassing on us, they should be charged with murder. You know, if somebody ends up hurting themselves and these people are trespassing, and I like peaceful stuff. I like having a conversation with somebody and uh, a peaceful conversation, not yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs. But I found out that this thing that enters us, and you know what? They should be uh, charged with crimes. If these people, if the Bible is right, and these people are talking to these spirits or demons, and they're using them to kill people or steal their anointings or their whatever, their soul, or I think they should be charged with crimes. Hello, pterodactyl ducking. I'm just talking about YouTube. I'm I'm surviving. That's about it. I'm living someone else's cancer. Either that or the devil conjured up a demon and sent them to me. But I'm gonna have to start charging people for the spells and the demons that they send or whatever. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you the truth. What goes on in some of these chat rooms and some of these people do, and then they turn around and say, you're judging me. Well, you're acting like an evil uh, witch. You know, people in your chat are saying they're getting sick. You see them come in, and next thing you know, I gotta go. I'm not feeling good. Something's going on, and then they leave the chat. What are they doing? I don't know, but it ain't good. It needs to be dealt with. Um, it's almost like their curse that was put on that. It's almost like The Grudge or whatever that movie was, where. But we're talking. It's real life. You know, real life. But I did find some new channels that were really cool, like Shorty's Getaway, which is really cool. All she does is promote channels, and she posts her channel in there, and she talks about all kinds of nice stuff. That's what the problem is. I've been the the cancer that these people been spewing out. I've caught. You were on pause. I'm Carolyn Dawkins. I'm never gonna love again. Jamming corn over here. Never, never. You're never gonna love corn again. I'm never gonna love corn again. My body just can't digest it, yeah. So I'm never gonna love corn again the way I used to. I should have known better when I took a crap. I know Korn is a band. Pterodactyl says, no, Korn is a band. I know it is, but I was joking around. But I made a song, I'm never going to eat corn again. You made me weak. I'm gonna die just when you said goodbye, loving, touching. That dude Jay brought up the players from Korn and Limp Bizkit tonight, and Dave didn't know who they were. I don't know. Dave probably don't get into that. Man, I don't know. I know of Korn, Limp Bizkit. How do I know of them? I don't know, because Zach Wild, every time he gets on stage, F Limp Bizkit. I don't know. All right. Whatever the Vikings said. You tear me apart. Never end. You tear me apart. It won't be long, yeah, till you're in love with your love. He should know them. I have sent him all on them about it. He don't listen. I will send him again. I don't. And they'll keep killing them. No joke. That's what I mean. It's gone real life. I don't know if you, what. Let me read and make sure find out what the f I send them to him. Damn it. Excuse my language, Lord. I don't know. Whoever you're sending, whatever you're sending, don't be sending it because people are going real life. And they come out with a new tracking device that tracks people, their phones and stuff. Johnny's military, believe me, I know I zone over here in corn. I don't know. Can your body handle corn? I don't know. Corn is nothing to mess with. I don't know what's going on in these chat rooms, but I keep telling people stop before it goes real life. And then they turn around and say, I can't believe people are going real life. I'm like, I warned you. These dudes don't care about nothing but getting rid of these, whatever they are, demons, witches, sorcerers. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. I don't know why they do that. I have no idea. And people complaining about everybody in these chats, and I'm like, yeah, God, this is why for 6 months all these people did nothing but yell and scream. Over 6 months. One channel I watched for over a year, and it was nothing but the same yelling and screaming at different people. I'm like, hey, something's up. People saying they're getting sick. These people it's evil. There's only one thing you could do. You got to chop all their heads off. I know that much. Why do people, and what gets me is the American woman cannot understand why the American men are going outside of America and marrying women and bringing them over here to the United States. They can't understand that. And I keep telling them, because you're loonies. And the men you hang out with are stone cold killers. And that combined, well, that's just death waiting to happen. It's just death waiting to happen. And I kept telling people, stop before it goes real life. It will go real life. There's no doubt about it. People are like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right. And then a week later, you're on there and they went real life on me and my boyfriend and everything. I told you, it's going real life. Same thing with watching Uncle Ted for so long. I'm like, I got to take a break. You're going to love me or you're a weirdo. Okay. I'm out of here. Now Uncle Ted's talking about freedom and everything, but then in the same word, if you don't like him, you're a weirdo. I don't know. I love Uncle Ted, but if you watch him 24/7, next thing you know, you're out in the front yard shooting everything up, and I'm sitting in my front room and I'm shooting my crossbows into my speakers over there by my shelf. Telling people, screw you, you're all a bunch of idiots. I don't know. It's, you can't, you just got to know when to say enough is enough. And I did. I unsubbed to a lot of the channels. And maybe I'll go back when it goes back to normal, but I don't know. Send back the evil that they were spewing. And I wrote down all the channels. And now something's up. When you got people, saying in the chats, this is horrible. And, what is attacking me? I don't feel right. And you're like, I already went through 2 TVs throwing holy water on some of my trolls. Come on. And they're sent from these channels, certain channels. people sending trolls to your channel. I'm like, hunt down the channels. You know, hunt them down. It's gone real life. Well, it ain't real life. We didn't do nothing. You sent a demon to somebody. They almost killed themselves. They're dying of disease now. Yesterday they were fine. You know, and they're like, well, I don't know. You know, hey, you know, I don't know what to tell you folks. Yeah, I get out of there. And you tell them, you know, just someone's gonna get hurt or it's gonna go real life. And the next thing you know, they got people on their chats waving guns around. I'm like, that's it. We're going live rounds. You know, I'm on the phone with Uncle Ted. We're bringing in tanks and planes and chemicals and everything. We're gonna wipe everything out. And there I go talking like Uncle Ted, because I've been watching Uncle Ted for I don't know how long. You know, if you're around these people all the time, they're shylarks, man. Wizards, demons, the devil, whatever you want to call it. They're literally burning down churches out here. I think like 4 churches burned down out here in Indiana. And other, you know, people are tired of it. I'm tired of it. I just back out of it. I just unsub. And I always comment before I leave, nothing against you ladies, but this is mad. It's madness. It's evil, pure evil. And I don't want nothing to do with it. Girls and people on there, you know, don't mention my wife's name or whatever, or my husband's name. I'm like, oh my God, this is Will Smith all over again. You know, it's nuts. I did find a couple brand new channels that are peaceful with beautiful sceneries and people talking nice about each other. And I'm like, this is heaven. You know, and then they want to stop their live. I'm going to get off. And you're like, oh my God, please don't. This is heaven. You know. And then you go back to one of your channels that you sub to, and I'm going to kill everybody. You're all a bunch of bitchs. And you know what? I've never been a big swearer, a cursor. I believe God is, you know, people, oh, it's talking of the tongues and God. No. I just don't believe in that. God is supposed to be good and honored and, you know, I don't think God was walking around Jesus dropping the F-bomb and every 2 seconds or, you know, I don't think he would. That's just my opinion. Other people think, well, I'm talking in tongues or whatever. That's funny because I could have swore I read the Bible and I don't see the F word coming out of Jesus's mouth or anything else. And we all slip. We all do. But are we really? Or is it the demon that they're releasing on us in some of these chats? Let's see what Pterodactyl Dawkins has to say about this. I say the same thing, Johnny. So I go, yeah, I don't blame you. People judge. I understand them kids are singing watching our government, really? Immaculately watching our government, really? I say the same thing. I do teach them when they teach wrong. Just mind, it's probably the same person it's a troll. You know what? I'm out of holy water because I wasted it on 2 TVs. I got the Bible right here. The camera's sitting on top of the Bible box, but All I can do is get my rosary beads and holy water and throw it at the TV. God compels you, and you hope for the best. But then I blew up one of my TVs, so that cost me. Let me see what else Pterodactyl is saying. The demons are you, what you make of them. It's all you. Choice, your choice. No, it ain't. Ain't my choice. I didn't send no demons. You got to cast them out. No, they're looking for certain people on YouTube. Asking my opinion. What's going on? What are these people? What are they? I don't know. Witches, I guess. Break out the Bible, see what they did, how to punish them or whatever. I don't know what they do back in the olden days. We live in 2022, but these people act like they're back in medieval times. No, I don't know. People all of a sudden, I'm dying of cancer. The next day, they're all great, and their chat rooms are going, what's going on? I'm dying, but I got to get off of here. It could be something like that. I just say, hey, the heck with it all. If you're in 100% with Trump, blow it up to pieces. We'll start over. I don't know. And it only takes a couple people to wreck it for the whole world. YouTube and everything, all these scammers on there and all, it's a gang. People are like, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, they all communicate with each other behind the screens. You look at some of these people that are wanted. Who's this lady they're looking for that was in that photo with Benny Keys, them two other YouTubers, Robin Lynn and Grandma Candace? They can't identify the other lady that was in that photo. Grandma Candace looked like her soul was stolen from her. She's just standing in the middle of them with a frown on her face going, who are these people? Oh, I don't think it's God. It's the devil. No doubt. If you got cancer and you were fine a week ago and you're in chats, next thing you know, you're dying. You can't talk. You can't do anything. I don't think that's God. It could be, but not the God I worship. Here's the main bottom thing. There's rules that are above mankind. That's God's laws. And it says, thou shalt not kill. And these people are like, well, it's okay. We're this, we're that, we're military, we're this, that, we're government, we're church people. Well, you broke their laws. You killed somebody. That's God's number one rule. Not to kill. But then again, you folks go on and you say Jesus and it's God's work. I don't think so. If God wanted someone dead or the world dead, you die, But then you got people that say, well, the Lord's doing his work through people. I don't know. He's God. He don't need nobody to do his work. He could do his own work. He created everything by himself. And then people do say you need to talk to your guardian angel. Well, you're not supposed to. The original Bible said you are not supposed to do these things. And what did they do? They rewrote the Bible. Why? Because they conjured some kind of a demon that they can't get rid of or whatever. And then they're just like, rewrite the Bible fast. I don't know about the angels I got. If they were angels, I wouldn't be smoking. If they were angels, I'd be healed and feel great. I don't, and I'm still smoking. And I don't know how long I've been praying to Jesus to take this curse. And smoking cigarettes is a curse. This is what I determined. If you're going to do something, do it yourself. I'm going to have to conjure up my own power to quit smoking cigarettes. And I don't even know how to do magic. People are like, oh, it's magic. It works. I'm screwed. Well, what do you mean? I don't know how to do magic. What are you talking about magic? You know, the devil does magic, you know, demons, whatever, the sleight of hand or whatever. I'm screwed if it's something, it's something like that. I can teach you. I don't want to learn. It ain't supposed to be. Like I said, folks, if you go to church, in the church, God is the doctor. If you go to the psychologist, he'll say you're a nut job. Uh, Take this medication right here once a day, and it's not real. So here we are as citizens that these people created a madhouse, a literal killing field, nut jobs. And every Sunday they go to the Lord and they're forgiven. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're out ripping you people off, killing, raping, stealing, whatever. It's madness. If you folks haven't figured that out by now, I don't know what to tell you. But like I said, some of these people now are complaining on YouTube because it's gone real life. Well, you can only warn them so many times. Hey, change your content. Don't give these people any reason. Well, they're going to make videos about me and keep talking. Let them. They make videos about me every day. You think I care? Change up your content. Don't be on there complaining 24/7. Play some music, do something, and then they complain because it goes real life, because they're at each other's throats on camera, calling each other names, and I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to send you my smoke. And next thing you know, you got people in the chats going, oh my God, I'm not feeling good, and get up. I got to get out of here. I don't know. No, you don't have to go to church to know God. Jesus left the church, destroyed it, went out into the wilderness until they caught him. Then they crucified him. Once they caught him, well, they weren't going to let go until he bled. And that he did. And so many before him were crucified. There ain't nothing you can really do, folks. But all you could do is warn people you should stop, because it's going to go real life. And people don't understand what real life is until their house, a drive-by happens and their house is riddled with bullets, and then they're like on YouTube, somebody drove by my house and shot it full of holes. That's real life. That's the streets. You know, it's YouTube. Well, I don't know. Last week you were on YouTube uh, saying you were going to, you were an ancestor of God, and you were telling people to F off and putting curses on people. I don't know. What do these people want? I don't know. What are they looking for? I don't know. They're lonely. Some of these women are gorgeous, beautiful, incredible women on YouTube, but they'll drive you absolutely batty. And then you ask them, you ever been married? Oh, yeah, 5 times. I wonder why. Literally nuts. And it just, everyone gets sucked up into it. Beautiful women, but just plain so lonely, so filled with anger. And the men, too. Some of these dudes are, same way. And it's got to be troubling on a relationship. It's got to be just horrible on a relationship. My opinion, it's got to be, if they're this way on YouTube, imagine what they're like in real life behind closed doors. They can't shut it off. They just can't shut it off. I don't know. It is madness. I'll tell you that much. And some of these women, I am going to agree with them, were used. They were used. People are saying they used me. They probably did. This ain't my sickness. It ain't my madness. I go to the doctor. Well, I haven't for a year because COVID got real bad, and they're like, don't even come in. We'll call you on the phone. Don't come in until there's tests and medication. Just in case you do have it. And you know what? I really realized how people really are. This whole COVID thing and them putting a mask on people and people retaliating and saying that it's their freedoms to not wear a mask and get people sick or whatever. That's why we labeled them people super spreader cells. They were people that didn't care about other people's lives. They only cared about themselves. And when some of them got taken out, then all they did was complain. Why did you do? Well, because you had COVID and you contaminated children and people, and you had no remorse of it. It was your freedoms. And when it came down to it, and a country was depending on people to come together, America failed. And it'll fail again and again and again because it's a two-headed monster, folks. Everything the Bible spoke about. It will constantly be bickering with itself. And now it's spread into other countries. And some of these countries are getting their crap together. And if somebody don't care about me, then why should I care about that person? Why should I let someone walk up with COVID and spread it to innocent people that are wearing masks and trying to do their jobs as a United States citizen? And folks, if you want the truth, there is the truth. They don't care. They're making fun of people for wearing masks. I still wear a mask. If I go outside this house, I wear a mask. I hear people in it, he's still wearing a mask. Talking, why is he wearing a mask? Sometimes I drive around and I wear my mask underneath my chin. Even my own family. Why do you have your mask on in your car? I'm like, well, I'm not wearing it. It's just in case I need it. How about for my own health? You know, I'm been contaminated so many times by these people. You know, we tried to save the old people around here. Well, that didn't last too long at all. They were like, you don't tell me what to do, and I don't want to wear a mask. I don't have to. I know, but your legs are all red, your face is all red, and uh, you're probably contaminating everybody. And they were like, they don't care. Honest goodness truth. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. They didn't care. And that really showed me what kind of country we really live in. That these people don't give a crap, you know. And then you see them one day, they look like they're dying, like they got radiation poisoning or something. And then the next day they look perfectly fine. And you're like, yesterday you were, well, I went to God, went to my church. Oh, really? Really? Hmm. I pray to God all the time. I've never prayed to the devil. I know nothing about the devil, but he's evil. That's it. Now, people want to try and battle. Well, he was the greatest angel. He might have been at one time. He was God's child. He might have been at one time. But God cast him out of heaven. And he became the dweller of the world. So, he was marked with the number of the beast. And you all know that number. And they literally tattoo it on people's bodies. So now these people are taking it as it's real. They're going real life, folks. Meaning they're killing these people. And they're doing it because that's what the Bible said to do. Give no power to Satan. And they're going real life. There's nothing I can do about it. They made trying to save people's lives as some kind of a Nazi thing. And I'm like, these people they ain't got a clue what Nazism is. Wearing a mask is not Nazism. They're making us where these people are dying. We're trying to save a country. Yeah, you're Nazis. Oh my God. Do you know what a Nazi did back in the day? If you did, and these people were Nazis, you had already been dead. The whole family. That's what Nazis did. And what they did was pull their families out of the house and killed them one at a time and made them watch the death and the rapes of their own family. That was Nazism, not a mask. Excuse me if it got too loud. I got too close to the microphone. Sorry. Does the volume change when I get closer to the microphone and back here? I don't know, maybe. But this whole thing, America will fail every time. The next test that comes around, America is going to fail. Why? Because they can't come together like some of these other countries did and whoop the butt of COVID and the devil and everything. They shut their borders down for a year. Didn't let no one in, didn't let no one out. They locked down. And now they're doing great. And COVID's gone. And like I said, America will fail that test every time. You can't vaccine your way out of a virus. You just can't do it. And the proof is in the pudding because people have been vaccinated. They're still getting COVID. and they're still dying. So listen, like I said, I pray to God. I say my prayers. Uh, you know, I don't pray to the devil. I don't have no markings on my body. I don't judge people for having it, markings on their body. It's just, and you know what? I'm running into a lot of people now that are literally being now that they're given the free lasers to have the tattoos removed. People are like, I'm getting my tattoo removed. At one point, and then they explain why. At one point in their life, they liked it. They thought it was cool. Did you guys just hear that? Something just was in there. Well, anyways, at one time they thought it was cool. It was them. It was the in thing to do. That's mainly what most of them say. But now that they're older and stuff, they just they're getting them removed. Let me see what my chat's saying. You're an idiot. Shut up. Study the last 2 pictures of my son, and I will show you later. Okay, your son. I don't pry into people's lives. You brought into this COVID stuff, Johnny, and it made me realize how people brought into that book long ago. I feel it's all gonna work out if you know God, period. YouTube, Jamis Dawkins. Miss Dawkins, are you drinking tonight? Just joking. Then Johnny Military Service said, the mask is just a symbol at this point and means nothing otherwise. I don't know what these, how could these, that's, I don't know. Wear a mask that hides your voice. No. I feel they stole my voice or something. Anybody else? Oh, let me put it on live chat. Anybody else got any on YouTube, I realized that some of these people don't give a crap about nothing but themselves. Some people can't do, meaning they're not financially in a situation to help people, and they're looked down upon. It's almost like the Robin Trower song. Bridge of Sighs. The cold wind blows, but the moon don't move the tide for me. I don't know. Bunch of just senseless crap. I don't know. People claim they know me. I could read them like a book. But then they have no idea of what I'm going to do next. They're like, people are like, oh, I thought you could read what he was doing. They can't catch on to nothing. They don't want to. Like I said, YouTube, I've realized that what kind of world we actually live in. That instead of trying to save lives, these people jumped on the board and killed lives. They jumped on the train and killed people and blamed COVID. The greatest country in the world that can't become one to save their own country. That's sad. And a lot of people are like, well, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? If this country gets hit with another virus, the same thing's going to happen. Millions are going to die as these people bicker back and forth about masks and borders. Our borders should be shut down right now. They just can't see it. They think everything's going to, you're killing the just to bring in the unjust. My opinion. You're crucifying the small sin to let the killers that you hired to do a job walk free. And like I said, it's, all it takes is one of the weapons that we have. And there will not be in America. It'll be over with. If there's any of the world left. I wish it was a joke. I wish it was not true. But it's true. One weapon. Annihilate everything. That's one of the weapons that they said it's too radical. Put that one on the shelf. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Everybody was waiting for that big bomb to go off. And they didn't realize the Trojan horse came in and didn't even have to pull a trigger. What do you do? I don't know. There ain't nothing you can do. We're dealing with a two-headed monster. We got a country full of different religions. Never work. Why are people saying it's working just fine? Because them are the people killing people and getting paid and living big, living large. They ain't poor. They ain't never been poor. They probably never worked a hard day in their life. All you could do is let God handle it. Of course, if we let God handle it, we're all dead. Because it's probably not the real true Messiah. It's probably everything the good book was talking about. The devil. And once he kills you, there ain't nothing anyone could do. Yeah. It is sad. All this money on death and war and machines to conquer countries. If we would have sunk that money into saving life, we'd be growing lungs right now in a small incubator and coming up with ways to create surgeries that are over in 10 minutes. The more you open a body and it's exposed to the atmosphere, there's more of a chance of you getting contaminated from a parasite or a virus or something. The tools that they use to do surgeries and stuff, you know, ain't even cleaned right or whatever. Let me tell you why. Because we put these people on a pedestal. Excuse me. Meaning we pump their head that they were great when they really weren't. We're hoping they will be one day. You know, I don't know. Like I said, folks, if we would have spent money to save lives like we dumped into other countries and war machines, uh, we'd all be living to 150, 160 years. But we might have been able to come up with uh, something that is close to your body rejuvenates itself. But they just wouldn't listen. They wanted the death machines and the viruses and the chemicals and everything to conquer a country that, well, they couldn't save their own, in my opinion. I don't know. But I do agree with some of these people. You get so far in, you can't get out. Meaning, it's something. I don't know what it is. Something is killing these people. You know? No, I see Upchurch is back on uh, YouTube. But I also see that he's been talking that he was tripping his butt off on mushrooms. That explains why his eyes were so dilated and he was talking not right, you know? I don't know. But hey, they're young. You know, they never think anything bad could happen to them. I used to be like that until you know, until you get busted up a couple times or you get in an accident or you see your life flash in front of you. Then you go ahead and you change your life. You know, some people don't. It's that live fast, die young. And I was always like, you know, when I was a younger man, I could take the punishment. You know, I wasn't too smart back then when I was a younger teen. But you know what? If they can make $1 off of you, they will. They've taken little tiny babies and made them into a bargaining tool between families. Without love, without love. He lost his home and his family, and he won't be coming back. No, he won't. He probably killed himself. Who knows? But on YouTube, the end thing is, who really cares? Like I said, I've seen it all. Just when you thought you couldn't see no more, you put on YouTube and there's one I haven't seen. Now I've seen it all. Yeah, the next day you turn on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, America's just not capable of handling situations. It's capable of going and fighting wars, but it's not capable of doing certain things in its own country. America's become a hired gun. That's about it. You know, the pandemic that we had, they should have retreated back to old techniques that they used back in the day when there was an outbreak. But why did they think they can come up with something that fast to work? I don't know. I mean, it's working on certain people, but if you continue to not solve the problem, meaning it's all over the place, folks, it's on everything. You go to the store, it's on the shopping carts, it's on the shelves, it's on the boxes, it's on everything. I went to McDonald's today and not one person was wearing a mask, cooking the food, or gloves. And it's no wonder people are getting sick again. It's no wonder. America will never defeat a virus. Never. It will not defeat the devil. It won't do it. It can't do it. It just can't do it. I'm getting attacked by something right now. People want people to put their faith in God. And the next thing you know, they're dead. Well, it was God's will. But, he had plans. Well, gee, thanks. Thanks. I had plans for my life on earth. I guess they just didn't go along with God's, did they? I don't know. Like I said, I can understand what these people are saying. I continue to pray to God. I continue to say my prayer, at night before I go to bed or whatever. I still am a child in my mind. You still pray for the whole world to be healed, not just yourself. And some people don't see nothing good happen out of it. And the reason nothing happens good out of it is it's because it's that one guy that they talked about in the Bible. Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, whatever you want to call him, who thinks he's God, and he has misled millions and millions of people. If we go by the Bible, if we go by medical terms, we're dying. And there ain't nobody going to help except for a doctor. And even doctors, you're taking a chance with the doctor you get. I don't know. Does anybody got any good news today on YouTube? I doubt it. I'm gonna start hanging out in these uh, and watching these videos that are peaceful and cool, and people are good to each other, and it ain't drama. You know, where did this madness and sickness come from? Probably a YouTube. People around me, the world. It ain't mine. But of course, well, you know, the poor and the weak and the disabled always suffer, don't they? Nah, I don't know. I can tell you one thing, I'm getting tired of the stuff. Enough should have been enough, but they didn't listen. No, there's nothing we could do. Shut the borders. Can't do that. It's America. All right. I guess we're going to have millions of people dead. Stop sending money to another country. It's not our problem. Let them fight for their own freedoms. We can't do that. Behind closed doors, we owe them money, so we got to send our military to. Oh, great. It's no wonder we got curses put on America all the time from different countries or whatever. Back when we were at war with Japan, there was people saying that Japan put curses on the soldiers and their families and everything. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is just everything we wanted to hear. You know, the faster America figures out that we're living on an earth that has gone absolutely nuts, including our own country, the safer we would be. If God don't like us, then why's he got to kill you? He can't just say, okay, I don't like you guys, so go over there. No, he's got to kill you. Put curses on you, sicknesses, to prove a point that he's God. Everybody knows who God is, creator of all. A lot of people say he's a jealous God. He's a this, he's that, he's a madman. He might be. But who am I to judge the creator? Although he judges everybody every day. Excuse me. Can anybody make any sense of this? Of course, they always say, trust God. Well, they're not the ones dying. They're the ones that were dying, but mysteriously now, whatever was in them is in these people. You got people running around injecting people with diseases and sickness and drugs that are innocent people. You know, Anybody got any explanations they want to try and explain to me about all this? But don't worry, in 20 years, we'll have a cure for cancer and everybody will live from cancer. You know, I've been hearing that for 50 years. It ain't even our pterodactyl Dawkins, or I'm sorry, I've been calling her pterodactyl, but her real name, I don't know if that's her real name, but Tara Lynn. What was I going to say? Oh, not even our government, but it's overspilled into families. These people are killing their own children, killing their own families, killing their own countrymen. And being that we're a country that's got every race and creed in it, you know, now it's become a race war that we created in our own country. Why? By letting them all in. You had to have known exactly like they told these people back in 1776. And that's a proven fact. It was documented that if they did that we would have more troubles than we ever thought. And they were right. We started letting people in. And what happened? Disease. Madmen came along with it. You know, they wouldn't listen. And then once it did happen, they were like, we're too far into it. Now we got to just keep going because we created this mess. Our founding fathers were slave owners. Yeah, these people that they look up to were actually the ones that created the whole mess. The whole cotton picking, staking thing. They created it. Tara Lynn. Oh, Tara Lynn, or Lynn is your middle name? Tara is your first. Okay. Miss Tara. I hope I didn't offend you, but I'm just talking. Where was I? Oh, yes, they created it. They created this madness. And what really upsets me is they can't admit it. They just cannot admit their failure as a country, that they failed their own people. They failed to listen to the professionals. Why? Well, because you had the Republican professionals saying it's nothing. You had the Democrats saying we got a problem. Then the Republicans saying, well, we got a problem. And then the Democrats saying, well, it's no problem. You know, and then both of them saying, well, we're rich and loaded and we got protection and we hold the keys to the virus machine. So let's just keep going with it. And they pull the wool over every single American's eye. And they both are evil. Both sides of this government are pure evil. If they cared about America, they would have closed the borders. They would have been knocking on people's doors, military soldiers, passing out medication and checking everybody, and, you know, like other countries did. You know, total lockdown. They paid their people and they beat COVID. And America just can't do it. They're so screwed up. And now people are turning away from God. How could this happen? We got people in there paying their tithes. going to churches and they're dying, and then we get their families on TV. How could this happen? Well, I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know. They never hurt anybody. You know? And then once again, I can tell you exactly what the professionals told me. You'll die. If you believe in that stuff, you're going to die. If you don't get medication or help or an operation or whatever, you'll die. And this madness is spilled over into the families. It's wrecked families. It's turned little children into power bargaining tools for money and power. They have totally wrecked the family, morals, integrity, everything. And Mr. Trump is right about one thing. There is a weapon that could wipe out every piece of human life on earth, but Mr. Trump don't control it. I do. So, is it true? Yes. It can and it will wipe out everything. And there will be no more human life except for the ones that we choose to live. So, yes, it's true. Yes, a lot of things are true that are happening in America. But these people are upset because I'm tired of being controlled by them. You know, like I said, if they would have spent money on trying to save the human body and morals and integrity and life, we would have been in a lot better shape. But they wanted their death machines, chemicals, and weapons. And now we're all choking on it. Let me check my chat out. No problem. I like names. Oh, you mean, would you rather me call you Pterodactyl or Tara Lynn? I can call you Pterodactyl. That's a cool name. Especially Pterodactyl Dawkins. That's cool. I can live with that name. What's up, Pterodactyl Dawkins? Cool name. But I can call you Miss Tara or Miss Dawkins. It don't matter to me. When I'm by myself and alone, I'm different than what people see behind a camera or whatever. And people are like, you're not anything like I want you to be wild and crazy. Well, that's just YouTube. I'd rather sit back and look at a beautiful woman or listen to some peaceful music or wax my guitar or look at a beautiful woman or wash my car or something like that, or Good God. I hope you're not my mother. What time is it? Good God. What is it with these people catfishing their own family? It's no wonder these people are killing themselves. You think you're talking to a woman and it's your mother. And then people are like, wow, I'm going to kill myself. It was my mother. I don't know what is wrong with this country. I don't know what is wrong with this world. But if these people actually think that this is normal, what's going on in the world, these people should not be on earth. That's just my opinion. all these secret societies, gangs, terrorists, it's just a madhouse. And I'm suing the United States of America for false advertising. This is not the greatest country in the world, folks. This country is a third world country. The things that happen in America are things that happen in third world countries. But being that we've been brainwashed for oh so many years by the same people that are killing us, that it's the greatest country in the world. Not no more. At one time, it was for a short time. You know when America was its best? When the Native American Indians were here by themselves. That's when it was the best. And even then, there was fighting between different tribes. You know, these people still have not figured out that we are humans, not animals. And everything is omega. And I'm like, you ain't omega. And you're not God. God is in heaven. You won't see God until you're in heaven. If you're lucky. You know, it's not a jungle. They're like, it's like a jungle. No, them are animals, see. God made me smarter than an animal. He gave me a brain, what's left of it. And I still don't go out and treat people like they're animals. And they should. Some of these people should be. My opinion. They just, it's their way or no way. There's no compromising. There's no nothing. I got another pop up. Oh, it's another lady. Let me see what Pterodactyl says. Scientology, Church, Hope Church, Illuminati's, secret societies, evil Masonry. I don't know. Well, Masonry was not always evil, Terralyn. Masonry, the real Masons, the ones that started everything, were builders. That was the secret, was how to build an octagon, how to build an archway, how to put a roof on a house. That was the true Masons. That was the secret that they kept, was how to build pyramids, how to build giant churches and archways and half barrel rolls and octagons. And that was the secret, the real Masons. Someone took it and turned it into some kind of a secret society death machine. I've always believed, Carolyn, I've always believed in God. I kept telling the doctors I was going to beat my gallbladder when it exploded. They were like, you got to, your gallbladder is shot. And I kept telling them, they were like, we got to get you to the hospital. You need an operation. I kept, nope. I went like 2 weeks without getting an operation. Well, until I turned yellow. And then I was like, I can't, it's cold and the pain is unbelievable. And then I went and got an operation, you know. And I was telling them, no, I'm going to beat it, you know. Prayed and I'm going to beat this God and all this. And they came right out and told me, you're going to die. It has nothing to do with God. It has that, it's the human body. And if you don't get an operation, you're going to die. And by golly, I almost did. I probably did. Tara Lynn says, no, you right. My grandpa was in it, but evil is controlling them. God says, my way, the highway. Exactly. Yeah. Johnny, God is Holy Spirit in us. And he says, who are you there? I am John. Yeah. I'm the one that lost his head. Spoke truth and lost his head. I don't know. They drug in the illegals. No, they didn't do their jobs, I'll tell you that much. The only thing I can figure is people were dropping like flies. They knew it. And the only way to compensate the loss of workers was to bring in aliens. You know, that's the only thing I can figure out. That it was worse than what they were telling us, folks. And that's why they brought in people, because I don't think you'll ever find out the true count of how many people died from C-19 or whatever they're calling it, or the devil or whatever. A lot of people are saying it's the devil. All right, well, devil, be gone from us. I cast you out. We set you aside. We bind you with the chains dipped in Christ's blood. Will you be cast out of our lives and set aside? In Jesus' name. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, that's pretty much all we can do. Why is there no NBA tomorrow? I don't know. It's Thursday tomorrow. You mean today? It's 2:30 here, 2:45. They control NBA too, Johnny. M hate to say it, but yeah, well, they're controlling NBA. I imagine there'll be people in the streets killing people because NBA basketball ain't on tomorrow. Do you folks see the insanity of the world that we live in, where literally riots start if they don't have an NBA game on? Flash bulletin, what's going on in America? They're killing everybody because the NBA ain't burning cars in the streets. And are you kidding me? In the greatest country in the world? Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. Tara Lynn Dawkins says, I miss the NBA for this reason. They are controlled by money. They're controlled by everything. Money is the root of anybody's disaster. And of course, I'm saying that because I don't have none. But if I notice this, when I did have money, life was good for a short time. After that, hell came. And here's the thing. If you have a child today and you have to pay child support, your whole life is wrecked. Literally, in a blink of an eye, gone. Something so great that Christ, God Almighty, gave us. And in a blink of an eye, it turned into a demon spawned hell. Literally. And folks just can't see it. And they keep asking me, what do we got to do? There is nothing you can do. This country is doomed. Period. Period. Its whole system is designed to kill its own people. And people ask, what are you talking about? I'm talking about population control, whatever you want to call it, the devil, madness. Do you understand madness? Do these folks understand madness? You broke God's laws, but yet you turned around and crucified people for doing it. When our own country and churches do it, and then they get pissed when one man comes along and decides, I'm wiping everything out and we're starting over. And then they're like, he's the devil. No, the devil talked about peace. I'm saying we're wiping yous out. You remember that? You remember that little thing in the Bible? Well, if he comes, he'll want peace. It'll be the devil. These idiots. Idiots. You know how many people have died because they talked about having peace on earth? It's the Antichrist. He wants peace. The Bible said peace. He's talking peace. He's the Antichrist. Oh my God. They created this mess, folks, and they want us to get it out of them. They want us to solve it. And I'm like, don't solve nothing. Let them wallow in their death. Leave their bodies in the streets. Pin notes to them showing this is what happens when you have a country that's full of idiots. This is going to be one of the top selling movies ever made, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Does it make sense to any of you? I don't think it does. I think the world is too far gone, folks. No. The devil was the top angel. He was God's son. God created every one of them. He was God's son. He was in charge of music. He was in charge of the military. He was in charge of everything. See, so many people don't know the real first Bible that was written. They changed it. Yes, Tara Lynn is right. Christ was best friends with that angel people call the devil. He was. It was his son. Top angel. You know, the top notch guy. But he was kicked out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a human being, that's all. I'm just interpreting things my own way with the Bible and everything and the stories that were told. I mean, really, it wasn't even really written for anybody but the countries over, on the other side of the world. You know, I don't know. It's what these people want from me. I don't know. They want to make everybody into something. I don't know. He's the devil. Whatever, man. In order to be the devil, you got to be a life taker, a heartbreaker, and a money maker. And I'm just not them things. So I don't know. You know. Carolyn Dawkins, what are you thanking me for? Thank God. Don't thank me. God gets all the glory, not me. People just can't fathom in their mind that the world we live in is designed for one thing, you know. Like I said, I've seen it all when two people have a child and the next thing you know, the man's screwed and the woman walks away uh, with everything, including the guy's nutsack, or, well, excuse my language, walks away with everything. And you know what? I've been seeing a lot of these women don't deserve to be in charge of children or whatever, when they can't even run their own lives. And I'm no one to talk because I couldn't do it myself. You know, I stumbled, I fell, I lost everything, and it was all my own choice. You I don't know. I didn't kill. I should have killed. I should have killed to keep what I had, what I worked for. And I didn't, and I should have. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. No, I'm not teaching. If anybody's teaching, it's God. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired of suffering, sicknesses. You know, you go through your whole life, you're healthy, and then one day you wake up and you got some kind of a crazy disease, and people are asking, well, how did I get this disease? It's not in my family. It's not ever. Yesterday I was fine. Now all of a sudden, these people have a unknown disease or a disease that's halfway across the world. And I can understand what these people are saying, what they're going through. Only if we would have spent money on saving lives instead of taking lives, we probably wouldn't be in this predicament we're in. You know, we can't even trust the people on YouTube. These people keep sending these people, these demons and whatever. And like I said, one day someone's going to wake up and he's going to say, It's over with, folks. Kiss your families goodbye. And you won't see a lot of people no more. Why? Because we'll go underground. Bunkers and everything ready. Equipment, tanks, planes, assault. We got everything ready. And then one day someone's going to say, okay, it's over with. We're starting over. It's going to be about morals, integrity, and family and life and preserving life, not taking life. And a lot of people say it'll never happen. God won't let it happen. Well, I probably would think again, folks. I mean, I probably could tell you like people told me, God's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. Feel free to comment. I'm just voicing my own opinion. Do I know anything? Nope. I don't know nothing. I'm an idiot. If the government would have listened to me and took out the people I told them to, we wouldn't be here. If they would have tracked the YouTube, we wouldn't be here talking about it today. We'd all be trying to solve the problem, but they just couldn't fathom. They just ain't as good as you people think they are. Meaning they're not as good as they let you people think that they are. If they did, then they would be stopping crime before it even happened. And they just don't have that technology. They just don't have it, folks. Now other countries do, and a lot of people are pissed off. Well, why didn't we do what they're doing? How could this happen? But because your people could not understand and thought it was a waste of time. And now these other countries are surpassing America in technology. And America can't figure it out. What are we going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do when you come up against 200 million strong drones, assault vehicles, unmanned? You ain't going to be able to do nothing but die. That's about it, folks. And now the other countries have to, and they want to get mad at people. Oh, how could you do this to your country? Because the country did not think it was smart, that it was a waste of time. And now they're going, why didn't we do? You lost out. America lost out. And they want blood for it. And I'm like, no bloodshed. You people failed to see what was coming. Other countries jumped on the boat. And they are overpowering America, and people are like, yeah, they're the greatest country. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see in the long run. Oh, there ain't nothing they could do about it. Why ain't we building human robots? And because the government thought it would be better to rip America off of quadrillions of dollars than to make it safe and a great country. You got problems when you got United States Air Force on camera saying, I don't know what it was. It was there and gone in a second, in a blink of an eye. And it didn't go nowhere. It was flying right next to them. And they're like, I can't figure this out. Where did it go? It went nowhere. It's right next to you. They lost out. So someone cut the power cord to all the machines in our laundry room, which is like 10 yards from my room. I don't know. Let's see what Pterodactyl's saying. She said that she hasn't commented since last time. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start watching these peaceful lives and channels, people taking beautiful photos and videos, and beautiful women smiling, and beautiful music playing, and I'm all this crap that I've been watching. It's no wonder I'm dying. It sucked the life out of me like a vampire. It ain't even my sickness. I don't know whose it is. Who knows? Anybody got any questions of that? Anybody? Anyone? Oh, I care, but what can I do? You're halfway across the country. What do you? Did you call your landlord? Call your landlord. Let him know someone cut all the cords to your laundromat. Oh no, I'm selfish. No, I'm selfish. Get a hold of your landlord. Let them know someone cut the cords to all the washing machines and dryers, and they'll have to bring out new washer and dryers. You know, you might have to go to the laundromat. I'm sure there's a laundromat in your town. You might have to go to the laundromat. The deli force ain't doing nothing. Deli force has been put on the back burner. It's too radical for this country. I mentioned deli force to Trump, and he thought there was going to be a deli plate brought on. Johnny, what's going on? Where's the deli plate? No deli force, Mr. Trump. What? There's no deli plate? No, sir, it's deli force. Dang it. I can go for a good corned beef on rye. We all could, sir. We all could. Pterodactyl, are you still there? Pterodactyl is Johnny's military service. Anyone got any other things, anything else they want to say? You want Delhi Force to spring into action because someone cut all the cords on the laundromat machine. I wish it was that easy. If it was up to me, I'd send them in and wipe out anybody that had a laundromat or a washing machine cord in their apartment. But that ain't up to me. That's up to God. God must have wanted you to not have clean clothes. I don't know. Nothing is done without God knowing about it. He knows everything. Of course, if he knew everything, he would know we all need to be healed. You would think. Yeah. I know one thing, folks. Like I said, enjoy life while you can because soon somebody's going to wake up and they're going to say, this ain't my sickness. This ain't my problem. Get everybody underground. And we're starting over. So that's all I can pretty much say. Like I said, these people were like, you know, this can't happen. And well, stop it. If you can, stop it. But you can't. Just like I told them, well, if you think you can stop Mr. Putin in Russia, then stop him. If you can stop the war, then they would have been at the peace table talking to Putin. And making peace instead of war. They couldn't stop it. Does anyone know why they couldn't stop it? No, I think she died of liver problems or something. I don't think that she killed herself. I think she died of a liver problem or something like that. That was sad. Nice lady. I used to listen to their music back in the late 80s. Good band. Yeah. No, it was suicide, dude. She killed herself. I don't think so. I'm sure if she did, they would have reported that. You know how the media loves blood, gore, and crappy stuff. I think if that was the case, they would have came out and reported that. Yeah, I'm pretty dumb, but we're gonna get them four horsemen that are out there beating people down. Before I leave, they gave me the okay. We're gonna get them. They can't run. Well, one of their managers took off, left the country, but they're still here. And we're getting teams together to get them, and it's gonna be a hoedown. Uh, that's all I can say. Other than that, I got to go radio silence about it. But they will be ran down and brought to justice, alive or dead. That's what at least they told us. And they think because they're famous that they can't, well, they're famous in their own heads, but they think it can't happen. And I keep telling them, you boys are fools. You're a bunch of fools. So, is there anything else you guys want to try and do? I don't know what media you're watching, but it's been all over. Media's been reporting suicides. You know, there was just some guy that did a killing and then killed himself. They reported on that. I don't know why they wouldn't report on her taking her own life. But she was a church person and believed in God, so that's a sin to kill yourself. So I don't think she did. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know everything. Only God does. You are watching the Tard Media. I don't know. No, I'm watching a lot of people die. That's what I'm watching in my country. There's a bunch of people that are dying. That's what I'm watching. I don't know. And I know I'll be watching their family members get on TV and they did this, they did that. I know they were warned. They just didn't want to stop, and nothing I could do about it. Casualties of war, just like I was. Just like oh so many were. No, is there anything else you folks want to try and do before we push the button? I don't know. Ain't nothing else to do. Might as well. You can't fix stupid. All you could do is reprogram it. Try and fix it. That's all we could do. Would you agree to that? Would you agree to disagree? I don't know. Who really cares anymore, anyways? You know, but I got to get some sleep. You folks have a good night. Be safe. Don't kill yourself. And don't let people drive you to kill yourself. And like I said, it takes time to get to all these people, and they will get to all these people. And I know they think they're superstars, and I know they think a lot, but what they think and what happens is two totally different things. And I know they're rich and they got this and they got that, and I know they got a lot of stuff. That's okay, but I didn't lose my head over it, and other people did, and nothing I could do. Nothing I could do about it. So we go on. That's all we could do. Keep pushing forward. Now I got to get some sleep. And then as I sleep, there'll be people laying inside of me. Uh, you know, I gotta deal with these people I live around. Always trespassing on people. Other people getting blamed for shit that they didn't do. And like I said, we're pretty much tired of these people. And the only thing we could do is that old military saying, you know. At least that's what we're going through with. If they want a war, I don't know, give Mr. Trump the okay to use that weapon. I don't know. I wash my hands of it. Ain't my problem. So we go on. Start watching these good channels instead of these mad channels and these people and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Just keep fighting, keep pushing on. And Rome wasn't built in a day. Not even the churches that Jesus destroyed were built in a day. I think he said 3 days he'll have it rebuilt. So, I don't know. But, anyways, there you guys go. I got to back off this microphone a little bit. Gets too loud when I get too close to it. People are like, "You're yelling." I'm like, "No, I just moved a little closer to the microphone." No, I don't know. All right. Good night, folks. Yes, the proof is in the pudding. And if you haven't seen the count, it was up to I don't know how many millions now. The proof is in the pudding. That's for sure. But then again, I don't think you folks will ever find out how many people actually died. It'll be a mystery, like, I don't know, when Hitler was on Earth or whatever. But every dog has his day. It's sad to say. We've had to put some dogs down, but ain't too much anybody can do about it. So pray to God and don't pray to the devil. And maybe one day the government will come on and say, we got to rebuild everything. All right. We can work with that. Now, you folks have a good night. If I upset anybody, my apologies. If I did upset anybody. Now, you folks have a good night. Be safe. Pray to God. Don't pray to the devil. Don't kill anybody. And enjoy the YouTube movies. It's all just a movie, folks. Except for the part where I crapped in Johnny Depp's bed. That was real. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. Johnny's military service said, wear your mask to bed. I might have to, from what some of the people are saying around here, this apartment complex. I'm dying as just sitting here. I don't know. But like I said, be safe, be aware of your surroundings, keep an eye on your kids, and one at a time, folks. One at a time, we'll get to these witches and demons and sorcerers, and it might take a while, but we'll get to them. Now, you folks have a good night. Be safe. And a lot of you folks I know are going to say, it's not real. It's not too late. Too late. It is real. Now there's nothing we could do. Good night. Enjoy my little movie and be safe, folks.